As the afternoon turned into evening on that fateful day in 79 AD, the situation in Pompeii grew even more desperate. Fires began to break out all over the city as hot ash and pumice rained down from the sky. The streets were quickly buried under thick layers of volcanic debris, trapping many people inside their homes. The weight of the falling ash was so heavy that it caused roofs to collapse, making it nearly impossible for those inside to escape. While Pompeii was being smashed to pieces and set on fire, something different was happening in the nearby town of Herculaneum. Even though Herculaneum was closer to Vesuvius, it wasn't getting showered with the same ash and pumice. This was because the wind was blowing the ash cloud away from Herculaneum, sparing the town from the initial onslaught that Pompeii faced. However, the people of Herculaneum were still in grave danger. They just didn't know it yet. As the day turned into night, the plume of smoke and ash rising from Vesuvius continued to grow taller and taller. By midnight, the column of ash reached an incredible height of over 30 kilometers, far higher than most clouds we see in the sky. But then, something terrifying happened. The enormous column of ash and smoke that had been towering over the volcano suddenly collapsed under its own weight. When this ash column collapsed, it created a deadly cloud of hot ash and gas known as a pyroclastic flow. This burning cloud of material shot down the mountainside at incredible speeds, heading straight for Herculaneum. The pyroclastic flow was so hot that it instantly turned everything in its path into ash or charcoal. The people of Herculaneum, who had thought they were safe, were killed in an instant by this superheated cloud. The town was buried under layers of ash and volcanic mud, preserving everything in its final, tragic state. But Vesuvius wasn't done yet. At around 6 o'clock the following morning, another burning cloud of ash and gas swept over Pompeii. By this time, many people in Pompeii had already perished, but those who were still alive stood no chance against this deadly wave. The city was completely buried under 5 meters of ash and rubble. The once thriving town of Pompeii had vanished, hidden beneath a blanket of volcanic debris. For hundreds of years, the ruins of Pompeii and Herculaneum lay forgotten, buried deep underground. It wasn't until much later, in the 1700s, that archaeologists began to uncover these lost cities. When they started digging, they found incredible things: beautiful wall paintings, mosaics, and the remains of buildings that had been preserved almost exactly as they were in 79 AD. But perhaps the most fascinating discovery of all were the bodies of the people who lived there. As the hot ash from the volcano buried them, it hardened around their bodies, creating perfect molds. Over time, the bodies decayed, leaving behind empty spaces. When archaeologists filled these spaces with plaster, they were able to create detailed casts of the people, capturing their final moments in astonishing detail. These casts show people in all sorts of positions, some trying to protect themselves, others holding on to loved ones. These haunting images give us a glimpse into the lives of the people who lived through one of the most famous volcanic eruptions in history. The eruption of Vesuvius was a powerful reminder of the strength of nature and how it can change everything in an instant. Today, people still visit Pompeii and Herculaneum to learn about the past and to see firsthand the incredible history that was preserved beneath the ash.